Welcome to a learning experience where we will explore the Consumer Experience Tool. Consumer expectations are at an all-time high, and our world is becoming increasingly complex and fast-paced. To meet these expectations, having a robust understanding of how consumers feel and what influences them is more important than ever. The Consumer Experience Tool is useful in helping you understand your consumers better. In this video, we'll share some tips on how to 1. Fill in the Consumer Experience Tool. 2. Identify trigger moments within your consumer's journey. 3. Manage ever-changing consumer preferences. Now, the Consumer Experience Tool, or CX tool, is an extension of the consumer's journey, a chart that captures the journey of your consumers from the stage when they interact with your brand passively till the stage where your consumers actively get involved with your brand. What differs is that the CX tool provides a deeper understanding of the consumers at each stage, identifying what their actions are, what their thoughts and emotions are, and also the external factors that influence their thoughts and actions. Now, to illustrate, let's look at an early career traveler from Australia. Let's call her Steph. We will look at Steph's consumer experience as we fill out the tool. Steph saw photos of Fiona's exciting trip across Southeast Asia and is influenced by her. Let's capture that under the Influences section. As she looks at these pictures, Steph starts dreaming for a holiday to rejuvenate herself. She pictures herself exploring the rich Southeast Asian streets and cultures. Now, let's capture these under Steph's emotions, her thoughts, and feelings. As Steph snapped back to reality, she made a mental note to start planning for a trip. She already has a couple of countries in mind. Let's fit these nicely in the Do section. Subsequently, continue by filling up the rest of the stages from left to right. This will help you visualize the journey that Steph embarked on while organizing her holidays. It's as simple as that. Remember, when filling in the CX tool, put yourself in your consumer's shoes. Think from her perspective and write in first-person consumer language. Start thinking of your target consumers and begin filling up the Consumer Experience tool. While it looks complicated, I can assure you that you will have fun in the process. After understanding your consumer's journey, you must be wondering how you can play a role in influencing their decisions. Remember Steph's example? Remember the amazing photos she saw during her awareness stage? These photos kicked off her holiday journey. In essence, these photos were triggers. Over Steph's consumer experience, she was faced with many triggers, sometimes more than one at each stage, influencing her emotions, thoughts, and actions. Think about these moments. Many times, these are the highlights of our own holiday trips. The Consumer Experience Tool is an amazing starting point to gain a deeper understanding of your consumers' thoughts and experience touchpoints. This allows you to translate these understandings into trigger areas where you can design your desired consumer experience. Consumer expectations and needs are constantly changing. To stay close to your consumer, continuously iterate and update your CX tool and make sure it's not one and done. Remember, there is no one set way to complete this tool, and there's no correct answer to the tool. Every CX tool is unique. You should also keep in mind that just one consumer experience tool isn't enough. You need to identify the different priority consumers groups and their personas and craft their unique consumer experience journeys. Most importantly, remember these top tips while constructing your consumer journey. Populate your consumer experience tool by putting yourself in their shoes. Identify key trigger moments that your brand can be part of, and keep up with changing consumers by continuously improving your CX tools.